My brother and sister step one me, wake up early. Waking up early is one of the most widely practiced habits among highly successful people. From CEOs to elite athletes, early risers often attribute a large part of their productivity and mental clarity to the quiet hours of the morning. Waking up early gives you a head start on the day before the world becomes noisy and chaotic. It's a sacred time where you can focus on your goals, reflect on your values, and set a clear intention for how you want to show up in your work, relationships, and personal growth. These early hours provide a calm, uninterrupted environment ideal for thinking creatively and making intentional decisions that shape your day and ultimately your life. One of the most valuable aspects of waking up early is the ability to take control of your time. Many people feel like they're constantly reacting to their day, answering emails, attending meetings, running errands. But early risers have a window of time when they can be proactive rather than reactive. Whether you use that time to journal, meditate, read, or work on a passion project, those first couple of hours can set a powerful tone for the rest of the day. That is the number. The becomes easier to maintain focus and momentum when you've already achieved something before most people have even gotten out of bed. However, transitioning to an early morning routine doesn't happen overnight. Ironically, it requires patience, planning, and a gradual shift in your daily rhythms. Trying to suddenly start waking up at 500 a.m. when you're used to sleeping in until 800 a.m. can lead to burnout and resistance. A more sustainable approach is to adjust your wake-up time in 15 to 30-minute increments over the course of a few weeks. Pair this with a consistent bedtime routine, and you'll slowly reprogram your internal clock. Consistency is key. Your body thrives on routine, and the more consistent you are, the more natural it will feel to rise early. In addition to the logistical changes, you'll likely need to address some psychological blocks as well. Many people resist early mornings because they associate them with sacrifice or drudgery. But reframing that mindset can be transformative. Instead of seeing it as something you have to do, view waking up early as a gift you give yourself. It's a form of self-respect and dedication to your future. It's also a time of self-reconnection, a pause before the world demands your attention, and an opportunity to check in with yourself, mentally, emotionally, and physically. Step 2: avoid your phone for the first 30-60 minutes. In today's hyper-connected world, checking your phone first thing in the morning has become almost instinctual. Many people wake up and immediately reach for their device to scroll through social media, respond to messages, or scan the news. While this might feel harmless or even productive, it actually has a profound effect on your mental state and overall well-being. When you start your day by diving into notifications, emails, or headlines, you're essentially handing over your attention, mood, and priorities to external forces. Instead of setting your own agenda for the day, you begin reacting to someone else's. This habit of morning phone checking often leads to a reactive mindset. You may find yourself stressed about work emails before you've even left bed, comparing your life to filtered social media highlights, or mentally spiraling after reading negative news. Your brain, especially in the early morning, is highly impressionable. The thoughts and emotions you absorb in the first hour of waking shape your mindset for the rest of the day. If the first thing you see is an overwhelming to-do list or a stressful message, your nervous system is already on high alert. That sense of anxiety or pressure can follow you throughout the day, lowering your productivity and emotional resilience. Avoiding your phone in the first 30 to 60 minutes helps you regain control over your attention and allows you to wake up in a more mindful, peaceful way. This window of time should be a sacred space for self-connection and grounding. Instead of reacting to the world, you're able to reflect on your goals, tune into your feelings, and create a calm, focused entry into your day. Whether you use that time to stretch, meditate, journal, or simply drink a cup of tea in silence, the point is to engage in activities that nourish your mind and body rather than flood them with external noise. Of course, changing this habit isn't always easy, especially if your phone has become your alarm clock or a security blanket. A good starting point is to keep your phone in another room at night and use a physical alarm clock to wake up. If that feels like too big a leap, consider enabling do not disturb mode during the night and keeping it on for the first hour of the morning. You can also try leaving your phone face down on a table or in a drawer to reduce the temptation to check it. Small changes like these can help you gradually reclaim your mornings without triggering anxiety or withdrawal. Step 3, practice gratitude. Gratitude is more than just saying thank you. It's a powerful mindset that has the ability to transform the way you view your life, your challenges, and your opportunities. Practicing gratitude first thing in the morning helps anchor your mind in positivity before the noise of the world starts pulling you in different directions. Instead of immediately focusing on what you lack or what's going wrong, gratitude shifts your attention to what's already good in your life. This small shift in perspective can dramatically increase your resilience, optimism, and emotional well-being. The science behind gratitude is compelling. Numerous psychological studies have shown that people who regularly practice gratitude experience lower levels of stress, depression, and anxiety. They sleep better, have stronger immune systems, and tend to be more empathetic and connected to others. On a neurological level, gratitude activates the brain's reward system and increases dopamine, the feel-good neurotransmitter. When you begin your day with gratitude, you're essentially priming your brain to see more of the good, creating a mental filter that focuses on abundance rather than scarcity. This isn't just spiritual fluff, it's backed by real neuroscience. One of the best things about gratitude is that it's simple, accessible, and doesn't require any fancy tools or long rituals. All it takes is a few minutes of intentional reflection. A popular method is to keep a gratitude journal and write down 3 things you're grateful for every morning. These don't have to be big, life-changing events. In fact, the more specific and ordinary, the better. You might be grateful for a warm bed, the sound of birds outside your window, a text from a friend, or the smell of fresh coffee. Over time, this practice rewires your brain to notice and appreciate life's small joys instead of constantly chasing something more. Step 4, then an exercise, even for 10 minutes. Starting your day with physical movement, even if it's just for 10 minutes, have a profound impact on your energy, mood, and mindset. Morning exercise doesn't necessarily mean hitting the gym for an hour or running 5 miles. It can be as simple as stretching, doing yoga, walking around your neighborhood, or performing a quick body weight workout at home. The goal is to activate your body and get your blood flowing. This seemingly small action sends a powerful message to your brain. I'm awake, I'm alive, and I'm ready to show up. It also creates a domino effect, making you more likely to make healthier decisions throughout the rest of your day. From a physiological standpoint, morning exercise triggers the release of endorphins, natural chemicals in your brain that act as mood boosters and stress relievers. You also get a surge of dopamine and serotonin, which enhance focus, motivation, and emotional regulation. These benefits are especially crucial in the early hours when your brain is still shaking off sleep inertia and preparing to face the day. Regular movement in the morning has also been linked to improved memory, better decision making, and increased creativity, all critical traits for personal and professional success. Beyond the physical and neurological benefits, morning exercise builds discipline and self-respect. When you commit to moving your body at the start of your day, especially on the days you don't feel like it, you're training yourself to prioritize long-term goals over short-term comfort. This consistency develops mental toughness and a sense of internal integrity, which carries over into other areas of your life. You begin to trust yourself more. You become the kind of person who keeps promises, not just to others, but to yourself. And over time, that self-trust becomes a powerful force behind your success. Step 5, I meditate or practice mindfulness. In a world that constantly demands your attention, starting your morning with meditation or mindfulness is like putting on mental armor before stepping into battle. These practices allow you to create a space of calm before the chaos of the day begins. Instead of immediately being pulled into the fast-paced swirl of responsibilities, emails, notifications, and errands, mindfulness gives you the opportunity to pause, breathe, and center yourself. Just a few minutes of stillness in the morning can ground your emotions, clear your mind, and help you face the day with clarity and intention in stress and reactivity. From a scientific perspective, meditation has been shown to have profound effects on the brain and body. Studies using MRI scans have revealed that consistent meditation strengthens the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for decision making, focus, and self-control, while reducing the size and activity of the amygdala, the area associated with stress and fear. What this means is that over time, regular meditation literally reshapes your brain to be more resilient, less reactive, and better equipped to handle challenges. For someone striving for long-term success, this emotional regulation is an invaluable skill. Mindfulness also trains you to become more aware of your thoughts, which can be a game changer when it comes to productivity and personal growth. Most people move through their day on autopilot, consumed by distractions or caught in negative thought patterns without realizing it. Practicing mindfulness in the morning helps you become more conscious of your inner dialogue, your fears, doubts, and limiting beliefs, so you can choose how to respond rather than being ruled by them. You begin to notice what triggers your stress or procrastination, and that awareness is the first step toward real change. One of the biggest misconceptions about meditation is that it has to be long, complicated, or spiritual. In reality, anyone can practice mindfulness, and it doesn't require silence or perfect focus. Even a 5-minute breathing exercise, where you simply focus on your inhale and exhale, can be incredibly effective. You can also try guided meditations using apps like Calm, Insight Timer, or Headspace, which offer brief sessions tailored for mornings. The goal isn't to empty your mind or achieve some mystical state. It's simply to become present, even for a short while. With practice, this presence starts to spill over into the rest of your day. Step 6 and set daily goals or priorities. One of the most important habits for long-term success is the ability to begin each day with clear intention. Setting daily goals or priorities is not just about writing a to-do list. It's about directing your focus and energy toward what truly matters. In the absence of clear priorities, your day can easily become reactive, filled with low-value tasks, distractions, and other people's urgencies. But when you take just a few minutes in the morning to identify your most important goals, you give your day structure, purpose, and momentum. You stop drifting through your schedule and start driving it. When you start your morning by asking, what are the 3 most important things I need to accomplish today? You are applying a principle known as the Pareto principle, the idea that 80% of your results often come from just 20% of your efforts. By focusing on your most important tasks, MITs, you can make meaningful progress toward your larger goals without feeling overwhelmed or scattered. This doesn't mean ignoring the rest of your responsibilities, but it does mean being selective about where you invest your best time and energy. In essence, you're choosing to be productive, not just busy. Beyond productivity, setting daily priorities enhances your sense of control and reduces anxiety. When your brain has a clear roadmap, it doesn't waste energy constantly wondering what to do next. This kind of mental clarity can reduce decision fatigue, a common problem for busy professionals, and free up cognitive bandwidth for creative thinking and problem solving. Additionally, finishing your top priorities early in the day gives you a psychological boost, reinforcing your confidence and creating positive momentum that can carry into the rest of your tasks. Step 70, eat a nutritious breakfast. The old saying, breakfast is the most important meal of the day, still holds truth, especially when it comes to setting yourself up for success. After 6 or 8 hours of sleep, your body and brain are in a fasted state, running low on fuel. Eating a nutritious breakfast replenishes energy stores, stabilizes blood sugar, and kickstarts your metabolism, preparing your body and mind for the demands of the day ahead. Skipping breakfast, on the other hand, can lead to fatigue, poor concentration, irritability, and even overeating later in the day. A thoughtful morning meal is not about indulgence, it's about function, focus, and fuel. Beyond physical energy, what you eat in the morning plays a significant role in your mental performance. Your brain uses glucose, a form of sugar from carbohydrates, as its primary energy source. A nutrient-rich breakfast improves memory, attention span, and cognitive function, which are all essential for staying productive and focused. Studies have shown that people who eat balanced breakfasts tend to perform better at work or in school compared to those who skip it. But not all breakfasts are created equal. What you eat matters just as much as whether you eat. A high-quality breakfast should include a mix of protein, fiber, healthy fats, and complex carbohydrates. Protein helps keep you full and supports muscle repair and maintenance. Fiber from fruits, vegetables, or whole grains aids digestion and helps you feel satisfied longer. Healthy fats, like those from nuts, seeds, or avocado, support brain health and hormone regulation. Complex carbs, like oats or whole grain bread, provide a steady release of energy without the crash that comes from sugary cereals or pastries. It evens the number R. If you're in a rush, something simple like eggs and toast, a smoothie with greens and protein, or Greek yogurt with fruit can make a significant difference. Step 8, visualize your success. Visualization is a powerful mental exercise that involves imagining yourself achieving your goals with vivid detail and emotional intensity. It's more than just daydreaming or wishful thinking. It's a scientifically backed practice used by elite athletes, entrepreneurs, and high performers to prepare their minds for success. When you visualize your success each morning, you're training your brain to expect positive outcomes and familiarizing yourself with the actions, feelings, and scenarios that come with achievement. This mental rehearsal strengthens your motivation, focus, and confidence, making it easier to overcome challenges and stay committed to your path. At a neurological level, visualization activates many of the same brain regions involved in actually performing the task. For example, when an athlete mentally rehearses a movement or a public speaker imagines delivering a flawless presentation, their brain processes the experience almost as if it were real. This neural activation helps create and reinforce the neural pathways needed for success. Visualization also primes your subconscious mind, which governs much of your behavior and decision making to align with your goals. Over time, this alignment fosters habits and mindsets that support your success, often without conscious effort. The emotional component of visualization is equally important. By vividly imagining not just what you want to achieve, but how it feels to succeed, the pride, excitement, relief, or joy, you create a strong emotional connection to your goals. This emotional charge makes your goals more compelling and energizes your daily actions. That is the number R. When you start your morning by immersing yourself in these positive emotions, it helps set a confident, optimistic tone for the day. It's like giving yourself a motivational boost that carries you through challenges and distractions. Step 9, read or learn something new. Starting your morning by reading or learning something new is a transformative habit that fuels both your personal and professional growth. The first moments of your day are a golden opportunity to prime your brain for curiosity, creativity, and critical thinking. By engaging in the act of learning early, you signal to yourself that you are committed to continuous improvement and self-development. This habit not only expands your knowledge but also sharpens your mind, helping you adapt to changing circumstances and seize new opportunities as they arise. Learning in the morning sets a tone of productivity and intellectual engagement that often lasts throughout the day. It trains your brain to be alert and ready to absorb information, which can improve your ability to focus on complex tasks. When you consistently expose yourself to fresh ideas, whether through books, podcasts, articles, or courses, you're expanding your mental horizons. This growth mindset encourages you to think beyond your current limitations and develop innovative solutions to challenges, which is a hallmark of successful people. The benefits of morning learning extend beyond just accumulating facts or skills. It also enhances your emotional resilience by fostering a sense of accomplishment and progress. When you dedicate even 10-15 minutes to personal growth each morning, you build momentum that can reduce feelings of stagnation or frustration. Over time, this small investment compounds into significant advantages: increased confidence, improved communication, and a deeper understanding of your field or interests. It also helps you stay relevant in an ever-evolving world, ensuring you're not left behind. Making reading or learning a consistent part of your morning routine doesn't require hours of commitment. Choose formats and materials that resonate with you and fit your schedule. For example, you could read a chapter of a book, listen to a podcast episode, or watch a short educational video. Many successful people recommend starting with topics related to your goals or passions, as this makes the habit more engaging and meaningful. Additionally, keeping your learning materials accessible, such as a book by your bedside or a podcast app on your phone, reduces friction and increases the likelihood that you'll follow through.